One error can ruin all the work we've done here.
If you're hearing our voices, it means it's time for It's This Meets That podcast, where you watch the worst movies from trailer to end credits, scene by scene, so you don't have to, but maybe you should. I'm Russ.
I'm Jared.
True words. One error here could ruin everything we've built. This entire, dare I say, dynasty.
That's right. That's right. You don't get 10,000 downloads for nothing.
Right? Stick around. Or stick around to itness.
I think it's stick-to-itiveness is the preferred term. But
oh, yeah. I was trying to combine things to make it sound cooler.
yeah, well, not today.
Not today. A little side note: we were 10,000 downloads. Is that what you said? We've been doing.
That's
this
right.
We've been doing this for I don't know,
25 years.
25 years now. 10,000 downloads. Those numbers sound pretty good. We're doing a little research on some. Jared and I are. We're men of ideas.
Yeah, and competitors.
And competitors. And we're like, oh, what if we started another podcast? And we had some ideas. We're not going to say them because we don't know what's taking them until we do it.
Right.
And we went and looked up some competition. Unfortunately, someone had already started doing this podcast. 18 episodes.
we had 18 episodes out before we were even listenable.
I laugh in your podcast face. I spit upon your episodes. 18 episodes?
That's when it started getting good.
Over 3 years, by the way. I think I forgot to mention that too. That podcast we looked up, we won't call out what it is, but started in 2016 and ended in 2019. 18 episodes over 3 years? What are you doing?
6 episodes a month, baby.
Show some dedication. Show some motivation. Show some inspiration. Any more inspirations here?
No, but show some ITMT commitment.
Yes.
We love doing this.
Stick it aroundedness. Stick it aroundedness.
Stick it aroundedness.
Stick it aroundedness. Right. Hey, we're back. So this is a Trailer Trash episode 2. Right. Over way more than 18. I mean,
yeah, 290.
I can't actually. We've done some. I can't even tell you what number this is.
No one knows.
No one knows. We have an entire staff tracking these things, and they don't know. We're looking. I'm looking at half the staff here. Jared's got half down at where he is. We have 2 offices.
Yeah, mine aren't tied up.
Mine are, and they're gagged, so they can't talk. But because I don't want to hear them, but they're nodding and they're like,
Yeah, that's how Russ records.
Yeah, so I keep things soundproof around here. So.
I hope people start with this episode and they're like, oh my God.
That'd be amazing. New listener.
Yeah.
30 seconds in, we haven't even said what we're doing.
Nope, already committing crimes.
But it's on the thing. So you clicked on it, you saw it, and you're like, oh, I'm curious. You know the name of it. You know what we're doing before you have to say it. But we're going to say it anyways. It's a new movie. It's a new trailer. I'm going to go through my little blurb here.
Please.
New movie, Teardown. We do it scene by scene if you didn't listen to the intro. And we're doing Trailer Trash right now. We watched the trailer.
Yeah.
We're breaking up.
That's right. Horror.
You pirate? What's going on?
Horror.
Oh, we're doing a horror flick. Horror.
Yeah.
Horror.
Yeah. Doing my Danny DeVito accent.
Horror flick. So yeah. And then this is where I usually say, hey, Jared, what movie are we doing? And can you tell me a little bit about it?
Yeah. And I say, Day of the Dead, Bloodline. And I'll tell you about it.
When you put the word colon in there, that all doesn't sound good. Because you don't want a colon Bloodline. So the doctor's like, not looking good. It's not looking good.
You gotta have blood in your colon. Not on the
no. Right?
You know, in the walls.
In the walls.
Yeah.
We've watched so many movies where you're basically doctors, but yeah, you want them in the walls. You don't want them inside where it comes out with everything else.
You don't want it in the tube part. That's right.
Right. You don't want what you don't want is colon bloodline. You want colon blood inside.
That's right. That's right.
Okay.
Or you want this movie. So here's what it's about.
This movie's blasphemous for Day of the Dead.
Getting it back on track.
George Romero is rolling his great. Is George Romero alive now? Well, we'll figure that out.
Oh no, he's dead as hell. I'm sure. Yeah.
Or is he come back and directed this movie?
He was like 70 in 1960.
That's true.
He's forever old. So this one, is a sequel, prequel, unclear qual,
We'll figure it out.
remake. I know it's a remake.
Did
you know that?
No, I didn't know that. Ugh.
Okay. Yeah, there's a movie that is already titled this from the 80s.
Really?
Yep, it's George Romero movie.
Right.
Before he was dead.
I've done zero research on this movie, so I know nothing about it. I
only know that.
Dead. I know the original, flicks because you stop after a couple and you're like, all right, I'm done with this because all the new ones are just like garbage. But
I think this is a relatively shot-for-shot remake of George Romero movie, I believe.
Really?
Yeah, more or less, I think.
We'll figure that out for part one, maybe. Okay, maybe.
Yeah. So again, the premise here, a small group of military personnel and survivalists dwell in an underground bunker as they seek to find a cure in a world overrun by zombies.
I mean, that's fun.
Yeah. Easy does it.
Yeah, nothing bothers me there. Not yet.
Nothing.
Not until it's this movie, and then I'll be annoyed, but yeah.
I'll be offended immediately, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, George Romero's name will probably be in the credits somewhere because, again, this is his movie originally.
Characters created.
Shame on you, movie makers.
Yeah,
for
right.
Using his name in vain.
I think this is sitting at 11% on Rotten Tomatoes. It was 11%, but that's only 9 critical reviews, so that means it didn't even land on a critical response. But 11 response. But then it's like. Even I think lower on the audience score, and it's like 250 plus reviews. Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, we'll get into it on part one, but
great. Is it time for fan service?
Yeah, sorry, I was taking a sip of my special beverage here.
It's okay. Special beverage.
Brought to you by Special Beverages.
Yeah, Russ just rips through ayahuasca every episode.
I don't know what that is. Is it something made in Iowa?
Yep. That's right. That's exactly right.
What do you want to ask me? I'll ask you. What? Ask me what? Dad joke.
Apologies to our listeners in
Iowa?
South America.
Oh, shit. Jesus.
Yeah, and Iowa too. Yeah. You deserve better. We'll do better.
So you can explain what the drink is?
No, I'm just gonna let everyone listen. Google it. It's a hallucinogen.
Are we a second screen podcast where like you kind of get like search?
That's right. Use Google Lens. We've integrated with Google Lens. You can probably like press and hold or something on your screen while you're listening, and I'm sure it'll tell you something about what we're saying.
Yeah, it was like these people are wrong. Don't listen to them.
Yeah, I'll put it in the show notes, and that way people will be like, "Oh, ayahuasca, cool." Wonder what that is. Then they can click on it and do the Google Lens thing that I mentioned. But
let them run with it.
Yeah, it's a hallucinogen. Use it in like a lot of like Native South American ceremonies and shit like that. But
wow,
makes you like vomit and shit yourself at the same time, and then hallucinate for like 24 hours. Yeah, it's awesome.
So basically, just have a glass of milk. The same thing.
Yeah. For you, it's like having a glass of milk.
Yeah, having a couple scoops of ice cream. The joke there is I'm lactose intolerant. Long-time listeners will know that, but
that's how you met God.
That's right. I had a glass of milk and I was like, oh my goodness.
Mm-hmm. The porcelain gods.
Yep. Yes. Okay, cool.
Anyway.
So fan service, do we have any of that?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's why I wasn't really rushing us into it, but
yeah, we'll build up.
Listeners, shame on you.
Get off the ayahuasca and write us an email.
Or get on the ayahuasca and write us an email.
Yes. Shit yourself. Send us an email. Tell us all about it.
That could be fun. Draw us a picture of what you're seeing. That sounds neat to me.
Crayons only.
That's right. Especially crayons. Because those are edible.
You say crayons or crayons?
Crayons, I guess.
Crayons?
Crayons?
Both?
I think I say both.
I say crayons. Crayons.
Okay.
Yeah, the Y is silent, I think. Crayons.
The Y is silent.
The Y and the O. The Y and the O are silent. It's just crayons.
Yeah, just like in our email address, the Y and the O are silent. It's thismeetsthat@gmail.com. See what I did there?
Yeah, that was beautiful. This is why we work so well together.
Yeah, we're doing great.
We're doing fantastic. 289 episodes later, we're doing fantastic.
People don't change.
I'll tell you what, better than that last podcast. They only lasted for 18 episodes over 3 years.
Clowns.
Grow up.
Yeah, think of the listeners. Imagine how crushed they were.
I'm going to listen to like 1 or 2 of their episodes and then email them and be like,
yeah, hey,
guess what? I'm doing this. I'm doing your idea, but better.
Yep. We're taking your name.
Yep.
And buying a real website with a .com.
Yes. Grow up.
I love it.
Yeah. Anyways. Okay, so we've introed. We talked about something random. We've covered fan service.
Yep.
We did some medical advice. Don't have blood inside your colon. All right, I guess it's time to actually do the trailer now. Is that what we do next?
I think so. Okay. Yeah. Brought to you by VVS Films, who
get your colon checked. No, that's not.
Yeah. No. Everyone should get their colon checked.
Get it checked. Yeah, get it checked out.
Especially if you're 40 or older.
Whoa. That's
Russ.
me. Oh boy. Should probably get it checked twice because I haven't gone yet.
That's right. We're doing a fundraiser, I'm sure, at some point.
Like a year.
Get your butts checked, y'all.
Episode 300.
Yep.
The colon check episode.
I'll record Russ getting a colonoscopy for episode 300. I'm sure they'll love that.
How's it feel, bud? I don't know. Weird.
Yeah, not great.
Not great. I want to go home.
Yep. No, but VVS Films, I only know one thing about them. You know that new movie that everyone's raving about on Netflix as we record this?
Hitman?
Yeah.
Is that them?
VVS Films.
No shit.
Yep.
Sometimes you get a winner. I mean, that's got Glenn Powell in it. That's Richard Linklater there, or whatever. He's director known for doing these small indie flicks, whatever, and they're pretty hits. And then and Glenn Powell, Top Gun Maverick fame, you know.
Part of what made me suggest the timing of this one, I was like, wait a second, that VVS Films?
And that movie looks really good.
Yeah, I haven't watched it yet, but
I think I'm gonna watch it. You know, it's funny. I turn on. Well, never mind. I'm not gonna rehash this conversation. We already had this about Netflix. I was like, I haven't used Netflix in forever, but I'm paying for it. Why?
Use it or lose it.
But then I turned on the other day and I was like, holy smokes. Because I say that. I'm like, holy smokes on my couch.
That's right.
And I'm like, they have so much stuff on here now that I kind of want to watch.
They got content, dude.
It's all about tent.
It's all about tent. That's what we do here, folks.
That's what we're doing here. Like, we're the Netflix of podcasts. You just keep pumping out shit, and sooner or later, someone's going to be like, here's a check.
Yep. You know the podcasts I hate where they spend like 25 minutes talking about nothing?
Oh, no. Is that us right now? Oh, shit.
I mean, and I wonder, listeners, do you like that when we do it? Are we like, is it better than the talking about the trailer part? Let us know.
Yeah. Should we just skip all of that and just
give us some feedback, please?
Cut it down to like 10-minute episodes where we just talk about getting checked up at the doctor?
We know there's a loyal chunk of you. Like, tell us what you want. We'll do whatever you want. We'll do anything.
Don't beg. Stop begging.
But anyway, this one's
all right. So VVS Films, Hitman. That's cool. We'll watch that one. I love how we're like suggesting to watch another movie than the movie.
Yes, definitely. That one's like 93% on Rotten Tomatoes or something. Go watch that. Or watch like Day of the Dead Bloodline by George Romero instead from the 80s.
The OG one.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get into this. So VVS Films, and then we get a little establishing shot of like valley
cars,
greenery, Humvees, if you will. They're Humvees. Give us the really military stuff going on, right? Driving around, we get a voiceover, and we got a woman voiceover. Our hero, I believe, Zoe is her name, and she's like, "Is anyone listening? Broadcasting this from High Rock Emergency Bunker." Sounds like the beginning of a video game right off the bat. Like,
yes.
Yeah. Agreed. It looks like it should just be a video game. If they just took this plot and turned it into a video game, which they've done already.
It's The Last of Us. Yeah.
It's
definitely The Last of Us is actually the plot of this.
Yeah, pretty much. So she's talking, she's doing the whole thing. We got more Humvees moving out.
Doors are open.
Doors are open. Yeah. Come on in. Zombies, got to check your IDs though, but everyone else, come on in, right?
That's right. Characters welcome.
Shots of more Humvees, zombie V's driving out. Got dead zombies on the ground. So they're
corpses everywhere.
Corpses everywhere. That's gonna be our metal band. Corpses everywhere.
Yep.
I want to get
corpses everywhere all at once.
We should get our like It's This Meets That logo done in like that. What is that like that? I don't know what's called like gothic death metal like.
Oh yeah.
What's that typeface? Yeah. There's a name for it, but I don't know what it is. Where it looks like.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Where it's like Slayer typeface.
No, but even more like crazy. Like you can barely read it.
Like Iron Maiden typeface?
No, even more like there's like all sorts
Even
of
crazier?
yeah, even crazier. We should get shirts like that.
Okay. Yeah, I can make that happen.
We got to tap into our metal crowd.
Yeah, people love that shit.
I think metal people would like us too.
Yeah, I'll make that happen.
Okay. So then more Humvees, more dead zombies, voiceover continues to doors open, hope that we can still be safe. And then we get our hero resting kind of like by a fence, like after like a workout or a run, maybe.
Yeah. A little yog, perhaps.
Doing the old bend over, like, I'm tired. And all of a sudden, a zombie just jump scares us right in the fence and then pow.
Very Walking Dead season 3.
Yeah, where everyone's comfortable with like the fence and the zombies out there, and you pick them off for once in a while.
Yeah.
Guy gets a headshot, you know?
Which this guy I thought was going to be our hero. And then in 2 seconds, we'll find out not so much.
I got some prognostications for you, then.
Right on.
I was about to say, I almost pulled a Hulk Hogan WrestleMania.
Brother.
I got some prognostications for you, brother.
I got a sex tape you got to see, brother.
Yeah, I can smell what you're cooking. So she's like unfazed. She's nonplussed. Is that a word? Nonplussed, right? Nonplussed.
Nonplussed is confused. So yeah.
Okay. Don't use that word in a book. So zombie takes a shot ahead, whatever. We cut to our military bro guy who's like you said, he's going to turn into what we think is the villain. I'm doing air quotes because I don't think he's going to be.
Oh, you're going to prognosticate. So
all right.
Can't wait.
And we cut to like a night shot of Humvee driving down like a city street, which is very obviously like a set. It's not like a real city street. And then we get a quick.
Looks like Alien Warfare. This whole movie looks like Alien Warfare.
And listeners,
go back and listen to that episode.
That was very early on. That was early days us.
It might have been before we split them into 3 even, potentially.
You might be able to get one movie for one episode.
There's a chance.
Then we got gratuitous with it. We got very Snack Snyder about it.
That's right. Now we do director's cuts of every episode.
By the way, did you see the director's cut of Rebel Moon's coming out in August?
Ugh, no. I saw there was like a trailer for it or something, and they were like, even sexier, even more violent.
That's what I heard.
Like, I don't want
any of those.
More sexy violence.
No. Sexy violence doesn't. No.
That's not hot right now, Zack Snyder.
No.
Don't do that.
What's that band? Bush. They sang about that. No sex in your violence. Don't do that.
Right? Oh, is that a Bush song?
Yeah. No sex in your violence. Yeah.
What a deep cut.
You like that, Paul?
I hate Bush. No.
You know what? Bush. I didn't. All right. That's a different.
They were like, yeah, they're like the Nickelback version of Stone Temple Pilots.
I would say so. You're probably and please take this as the biggest compliment. You're probably my grungiest friend in terms of music.
Of course. Yeah.
You take that as a compliment. And
they're on that post grunge border.
Yeah, but they're on that line of like when that first album 16 Stone came out. I was like, there's a couple songs
too late.
Yeah, it's a little too.
No, the songs are cool. Don't get me wrong.
There's a couple songs that are good in there, but then when that song Glycerine came out, was that on that album or was that the next one?
Ooh, I don't know. Is that the one that had Machine Head on it, or is that the next one too?
That one was fine too. But the problem with that band, and I think it's just because Gavin Rossdale, whatever, he's like good looking guy who's just playing guitar with his shirt off all the time. He's got the
regular Chad Kroeger, yeah.
Yeah, and the pants like hanging down just like at the part where like, okay. They played those songs so much. It was so much. It's like ad nauseum to the point where like, no, I'm not going to like this.
Yep. Every 90s radio station all the time.
It's like listening to Green Day. Like listen to Green Day now. It's like, stop playing these songs. I don't want to hear this anymore. Or Red Hot Chili Peppers. I don't want to hear them anymore.
Yeah, I'm back around on both of those because at this point they're playing a lot of the newer stuff on the radio because those bands are still going and making shitty music.
You mentioned New Green Day album is actually pretty good.
New Green Day is pretty good.
I'll check it out.
But now I'm like, I go back and listen to Dookie or like Blood Sugar Sex Magic, and I'm like, oh wait,
those are great albums.
I forgot those albums are great. Yeah.
Want a hot minute? I was talking to somebody the other day. I was like, I don't want to listen to any Red Hot Chili Peppers. And I was pretty vehement about it, and like a couple people were like, why? What's up with that? I'm like, have you listened to Californication? I don't want to hear that. Garbage. Don't give me
not garbage to me. Fine. That's a fine album.
No. Stop
For me, it hits the nostalgia spot of like I was coming of age then. So you were already like in college at that point.
I was already disenfranchised by this entire thing. Like I've already heard this stuff. Mother's Milk.
I was like a teenager. I was like 12, maybe no less than that. Maybe I was like 10 when that album came out, and I was like, oh, sick. I can get into this. Like it was like on the bus, on like the school bus. I got good school bus nostalgia vibes for it.
Oh my God. Jesus.
Yeah. I wake up every morning at 6 a.m. and watch whatever's on VH1 because MTV was already dead. It was like 1999, and I was like, oh, sick. Like, let me see that Scar Tissue video again.
Oh, no.
One more time.
Scar Tissue. No, get out of here.
Yeah.
You're done. Yeah. You're done. He's done with all of his rhymes. He's done with all that stuff.
Let it ride. That's the last good Red Hot Chili Peppers album.
I don't know. One Hot Minute was it. That was it. That was it for me. We're done.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, 1999.
Pretty great rock album.
I looked it up.
Well, when did
Californication, 1999. 10 years old.
1999?
Yeah.
I mean, that band's been around since like the mid-80s?
Mid-80s, yeah.
Because they were like a punk band. Yeah, a funk punk band back in the 80s. Yeah. Mother's Milk was
86,
great.
87.
Blood Sugar Sex Magic, great album.
Yeah, totally.
But that came out in 1999, California. Oh my God, I've hated them for almost 25 years.
Almost 20. Actually, dude, wait. As of 4 days ago, exactly 25 years. June 8th, 1999 is when the album came out.
I've hated them for exactly 25 years.
Yep. Incredible.
That's amazing. For some reason, in my head, Californication came out like, I don't know, 5 years ago. Like, that's how little I care about that band right now. And
that's what I'm saying, dude. That's the last good album.
That was the beginning of the downfall for me. I was like, when I heard that album, I was like, this is obnoxious.
Yeah. When I say it was the last good album, I mean it was the last album that had good songs on it. It had like 6 good songs out of the total.
How many albums have they put out since then? 25 years?
So many.
I'm so disconnected with Red Hot Chili Peppers. I feel like I hear a song on the radio. I'm like, it sounds like the last California.
So many.
I feel like it's just all off Californication. I'm like, all right, we get it. It's California. Settle down.
Snow. That was like the big one in like the late aughts.
God.
Stadium Arcadium, I think it was on that album.
Oh my God, the kids. What are the kids doing?
They've had a bunch, dude. And actually the new one wasn't terrible, but it was not good. Like it wasn't back to their roots. Return of the Dream Canteen, I think was that one. You're
speaking another language to me right now. I legit thought like Californication came out like 5 years ago, and I was like, this album's still playing? Why?
No, it's almost exactly actually their halfway discography. Like 1984 was when the self-titled came out, and then 2022 was their most recent album, and in between they had Freaky Styley, Uplift, Mofo, Party Plan, Mother's Milk, great album, Blood Sugar Sex Magic, One Hot Minute, fine. That's your last good album.
That's my last good one because that's got Dave Navarro on guitar, and it's like more of a rock album. So like you throw Dave Navarro in there with Flea playing bass, like come on, that's a
heroin
tight,
for sure.
That's so much. That's a tight little group right there. Just
totally. Yeah. And then Californication, By the Way, which had a couple of songs that were hits. Stadium Arcadium had a couple of hits. Then, dude, I feel like they had like 3 albums with nothing. I Am With You, The Getaway, Unlimited Love.
I don't
know any of these. I know.
Oh my God. How much did I have to cut of this?
None. I don't know. Let it ride.
Yeah, let it ride.
Let's just get back to it.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, the listeners love this stuff. Tell us what you want.
All right, so we get some zombies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And this is when we get back to our guy setting him up as the villain, army guy. I call him army guy most of the thing.
Yeah.
And he's like, we're at war, people. I won't tolerate any mistakes.
Yeah.
He's like got his grumpy folded arms.
Yeah. Let's call him Anthony Kiedis. He's like the villain of. Oh
my God. Fine.
He was in Point Break. And apparently he was such an asshole on set that they cut his like scene. He's got this. What's his
Anthony Kiedis or this guy?
Anthony Kiedis. Anthony Kiedis was the original Point Break, which, by the way, go back and listen to Point Break 2015 that we did.
True. Oh, yeah, I was going to say, is this our first remake? It's not.
Nope.
At least our second remake.
Dude, 289 episodes. We forget what movies we've done.
That's right. That's why we had the listeners.
Oh my god! And I think he was in the original Point Break, and he's like one of the bad guys, whatever. He had like one.
I forgot.
I mean, he had one line. He had like a bunch of lines, apparently, like a couple scenes, and then he had like one line. He's like, "I don't think," or he says something really stupid and like smug, like Anthony Kiedis would, and Keanu Reeves just knocks his ass out. And he was apparently he was such an asshole on set. They're like, "Yeah, we're gonna cut you, dude." And they just cut up, like they left that one scene of him getting his ass kicked. But
you hate to see it.
California.
What a place.
What a place.
No, that's like where most of our listeners come from, dude. Shut up.
Oh, shit. We love that place. It's a golden state, you know?
Yeah, I like California. California's great.
I have no problems with California.
Go under the bridge or whatever. That's on Californication, isn't it?
No, that's the first song I learned on guitar. Don't shoot heroin, though.
That's right. Don't do that.
Don't go under the bridge to shoot heroin. Just go change your life. Anyways, okay. So
that's right.
We think this guy is the bad guy. Or no, we don't. He's just where were we?
Oh my God. I'm talking about where we're at the guy where he's like, we're getting more into his plot. We're after the Night City. He's doing like a war thing. We're at war, people.
We're at war, people. Yeah.
We get to zombies eating corpses in the street. There's a lot of zombie shots.
A lot of zombie snacking going on. Nom, 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 nom.
Yep.
By the way, anyone who says people, you know, like that's probably not. He can't just be like we're at war, people. Yeah, come on, just say we're at war.
Like, army guys ready for battle. Like we see them all lined up, and then we get a classic women and children in some kind of bunker looking scared.
Yeah, because our military bro is being all scary looking. He's like, back off.
And he's like saying something about the promises of a vaccine that I don't understand.
Empty promises about a vaccine, but it's to our California bro here, who's got long hair. I'm just calling California bro because he's got long hair and he looks like he should be surfing.
That guy looks more like Anthony Kiedis. You should.
You're right, he does. I'm just thinking like villain, but yes, this guy looks like Anthony Kiedis. And then we got like military bros that are like scoping out a building, and we get close up of a zombie creature face.
Didn't look terrible. I call long hair beard guy.
No, that fits because he has long hair and a beard. And then we get like a close up of like a zombie creature face, like, and it's like mouth smell. I was like, it doesn't look terrible.
It doesn't look great, but it doesn't look terrible. You're right. It looks like Walking Dead minus.
Yes.
So far, production value.
Yeah. Yeah. Agreed. And then we cut back to our hero here, Zoe. We think making out with
beard guy.
Yeah, with long hair, bearded guy.
I hate to see it, Anthony Kiedis.
Hate to see it.
And then army guy cut, right? And he's like addressing somebody, and he's like, she's fooling you.
He's addressing, this is the same conversation he was having earlier in the same room. He's talking to long hair Anthony Kiedis guy, bro guy, California guy, man bun guy. Like, I bet that guy's hair when it's not down is probably in a man bun. He's so Californian.
Probably, yeah. Good point.
I saw someone in the man bun last night at the bar, and I was like, you gotta go. I'm sorry. You can't. You can't stay here.
See, dude, that's what you're gonna retire from that bar sooner than you think.
It wasn't the bar that I work at. It was at another one.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah. He was on a first date and he was lame. It's like, obviously, his head.
I'll step in here.
Yeah, his hair is too wildly tied up. You're not a samurai.
Mind if I cut in?
Yeah, you're not a samurai. Cut that off or get out of here. Anyway, so then we get. So he's making out with our hero, right? We already passed that. We passed that part.
We're past that part. Right. We're talking about the vaccine.
Yeah, army dude is like, hey, she's full. I'm telling you, believe me, she's fooling you, right? And then we cut to California bro and our hero
using her.
Yeah, and he's like, hey, you're hiding something.
Yep. You hate to see it. And then we get to our zombie chained up in a room that we've seen a couple times at this point, like rattling his chain, like, rawr. It's very silly.
Let me out of my cage.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And then we get a, what the hell? Because this is where the villain guy, army guy, is like, why didn't she just kill it?
Right.
Like, why do you have a zombie living in our base? This is a bad idea, y'all.
Bad idea. She's clearly a scientist. She's trying to find a cure, but.
Well, she's clearly a scientist like Alien Warfare, where it's like, you're like, oh, why is this like supermodel 22-year-old scientist working here? Like, it makes no sense. She's definitely not a scientist, but maybe.
Maybe. I mean, that's possible. Hey, but.
Anything's possible.
Anything's possible. We shouldn't be throwing out wild things. But.
That's right. Zombies.
Right.
Anything's possible. And she's like, I need him for research. Something in his body stopped him from turning. And you're like, wait, this guy's a half zombie? What?
So then they cut to nighttime shot of them like corralling him, like getting him by the throat and like, yeah, come on, let's go. Right.
Mm-hmm.
And then we cut to cool military bro, our long hair guy there.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, I need you to tell me who was that thing to you, right?
Like, why are you protecting that guy?
Why are you protecting that thing? Then he goes a quick cut of the zombie guy's face, zombie man, and then he cuts. Then who me? Then it cuts to like the
Tim Allen.
Clearly, you can't say anything in Hollywood. Shut up. Yes, you can. Yeah. And then you cut
he
to
should be in jail for cocaine. He sold that guy out. He's a friggin' snitch. We're an anti-Tim Allen podcast.
He's a snitch.
He used to sell so much cocaine, dude, in the 70s. He was going to real jail. Do you not know that about him?
I do not know this about him.
I just know he like
cocaine dealer. He like complains like a lot of people like are like, you can't say anything. You can say
no one wants to work anymore.
You literally can say whatever you want. Just don't be a dick.
Right. He's one of those guys. No, dude, back in the 70s, he had a sick mustache and he was a big time cocaine dealer.
Nice.
And he sold out all his cocaine bros. No, not nice, because he sold out all his cocaine bros.
I was saying doing coke with a mustache. That's cool.
Right.
But
totally cool, especially in the 70s.
Right. Not now though. Don't do drugs, kids. Saying
that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Most of our listeners, children. And then don't do drugs, y'all. But he sold out. He narked on all his friends to get out of serving prison time. So like all his buddies, they're getting like life in prison because this was a lot of cocaine we're talking about. And he's like, actually, I think I'm going to be an actor now. And then goes to Hollywood and makes $1 gazillion for forever. And no one remembers that Tim Allen is a coke dealer who narked on his friends.
What?
I know.
I didn't know this.
Yeah, he's a monster.
Snitches get stitches.
That's right.
Right? We're talking kilos though. I mean, this is got to be a lot of drugs.
Yeah. So like enemy of the pod list, it's like Mel Gibson. Zack Snyder.
Yep.
Tim Allen. In order.
Top 3.
Top 3 enemies of the pod.
So we get a shot of our zombie guy, and then we get a quick cut of that zombie guy. I think normal. It's like a flashbacky thing, right?
Yeah.
And
we haven't had 2 beers on the podcast in a while.
I know it's been a long. It's so much. It goes so off the
part
rails.
Of the problem.
Well, we're trying to tighten these up, but.
That's right.
This is way more fun.
Yeah.
All right. So we get to like the zombie guy they have chained up is a normal guy, and he's like with a nurse or something. And I'm going to tell you right now, one, this guy better be her father. Because
nice. Yeah. I hope so.
Yeah, it definitely. I'm prognosticating. Because like there's.
Yeah. We'll get there.
All right.
I didn't think that at all.
Oh, but okay. We'll prognosticate later. But so he's a normal guy, and he's just like, he looks like a super creep, though. Like he looks like a mega.
Yeah, he does look like a creep. Yeah,
like he looks like one of the guys that Tim Allen probably like snitched on. He's like, hey man, you snitched on me, man.
Definitely. Yeah,
dude.
He's life in prison for cocaine dealing for sure.
Yeah, like if there's like a lineup of 10, I'm like, that guy definitely, because he's gonna do something else stupid.
Yeah,
worse than just doing coke.
Yeah, and then we get some quick cuts, right? Because we get the X-ray from that scene, and then there's like the woman's face being like, and then like he could be the breakthrough we need, and we get a quick gun cock, like
lock and load, motherfuckers.
Army guys ready to roll.
He's like, and she's like, I can stop the virus, and then there's like, no, you can't. No, you can't. Stop.
Yeah, if there's one thing we learned from the pandemic, which this movie came out shortly before,
yes, you can't stop anything.
You can't stop the virus.
You can't stop it. You can only hope to contain it.
That's right.
That's an old Sports Center line. So for all our sports listeners.
We're talking about Shaq, right?
Yeah. You can't stop him. You can only hope to contain him.
Yeah, that's right.
You can only hope to contain him.
It's like 9 feet tall.
Yeah,
incredible.
So then we got like a military lady like shooting herself up with something, and then
her arm is bleeding profusely. Also.
Yeah, and then she's at gunpoint by our military bro, our army bro here, right?
Yeah,
and he's like, you have the vaccine right now?
Right now?
Nope.
I didn't think so.
We assumed that he shot someone because it cuts to black, but
it cuts to black with a gunshot.
Well, yeah,
but shoots something.
Yeah, I'm assuming he shoots her.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, so then we get a quick shot.
More like chain rattling guy, right?
Yeah, he didn't break him yet. I thought he did, but he doesn't yet. And then we get
zombie guy.
Quick shot of the military bros just kind of standing around. And then we get
Beard guy's like, "Are you out of your mind?"
military bros like, "I'm the only one thinking rationally."
Yeah, not good.
Then we get a title card. There.
Yeah.
Day.
Oh, it was there. I missed there. Okay.
Because it does like, there and then it went day and like that.
It was quick. Yeah.
And we got our special zombie. He's in his room fighting them chains still. He's like, get me out of here. I'm a zombie.
Yep.
And we close up of our hero lady and a zombie with a needle. Did you? So I pause when I go through trailers.
Yeah, I do too.
Okay. So she had like a needle. Like the zombie guy is like all chained up. He's got the thing a collar around his neck, right? And he's like right in her face. And he's like, rah. And she's got the needle between her face and his face. Did you notice like the kind of creepy, scary smirk she like was giving?
Oh, yeah.
It was very not to prognosticate.
Like, interesting.
Not to prognosticate, but very villainous.
A little villainous, yeah.
We'll throw it out there.
Yep, she's a classic. It's a classic Jurassic Park situation, I think.
Obviously, and then we get someone saying like, "You know what I've risked letting that thing stay here." I'm assuming that's long hair bro guy. And she's like, "It's worth the risk."
Yeah, and zombie face guy's like, "Rawr,
rawr, more rawr." And then we know the title card has come. So their day has come.
Their day of the dead?
And then special zombie guy breaks the chains. Never break the chain, you know? If we're sticking with the music theme, never break the chain. And we get a hero lady. She's like checking out a sample under the microscope. The scene was so funny. She's like, "Oh, samples, microscope." And then all of a sudden the zombie guy just takes a step left and he's like, "I'm right here."
Yeah. It was pretty funny. And that's when you get the voiceover like, "One error can ruin all the work we've done here."
And then we had cool military bro. He's like, "It's loose somewhere in the complex." And then there's like blood from a ceiling and there's a panel. And then we go to Jared. Yeah. I'll tell you right now, I had what you had.
Tell me.
Face dysplasia. What is it called?
Oh, yeah.
Face
dysplasia. That's right.
Face anamorphous. Mm-hmm. What's the problem you have?
Dysplasia. Yeah.
Yeah. So there's like blood from a ceiling and this woman touches the panel. And at first I was like, is that our hero? They could look exactly the same. Oh, this one's a little bit older. Okay. Then we get like a zombie body drop from the panel, whatever.
To be fair, I don't know who anyone is in this trailer.
Yeah, they all look alike.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, army guy, beard guy, got it. Main woman, okay.
And then we get the special zombie grabs that woman. I think that was touching a panel, like some woman. I thought it was our hero, and I was like, oh, and he's just like tossing her around the hallway and like smashing her into things and like throws her around the hallway. Yeah, it's over the top. And then our hero lady sounds an alarm. Alarm's going off. Everyone's running. We got people running, and it's like we
need to catch him alive.
Does the quick cut right? We got zombies breaking fences. We got some shooting going on. Pew pew pew. We got zombies spitting up blood in the air. Like, bleh.
It's too late.
And the vaccine could still work. Some zombie snacking on someone else's face, neck, you know.
They say the Rotters got in, which I appreciate calling them Rotters. Yeah.
I thought it was Marauders. Marauders?
No, it was Rotters. I think that's what they call zombies in the new George Romero universe.
Oh, okay. That tracks. Yep. And they got in because of Zoe. And then there's like some woman, I think it's a woman who was in the hallway getting tossed around. She's like checking her neck. I thought this was our hero. It's not.
Oh, okay.
I had to go back a couple times. She's like, me and my neck. She's like,
it's spurting blood. Yeah. Everyone, there's a lot of zombie wounds happening. There's a bunch of quick cuts of like zombies eating people and shit.
Yeah, and this is where it goes into quicker cut stuff where we got more zombie face eating stuff. We got people running, people shooting zombies. We got someone yelling, "Don't kill him!" And we got guns to heads. We got someone shooting a zombie right in front of them. We got "It's worth the risk," and then some woman running down the street in her bra.
Classic. You got to have it.
You got to have it, right? You have to have some.
It's rated R.
Right?
Let's let it ride.
In a zombie apocalypse, no one can keep their shirts on. And then we got a zombie.
Rated R, great album by Queens of the Stone Age. Can you imagine if I derailed us a bunch though?
No, that is a great album though. And I listened to their new album recently and I was like, it's good. But it's just more of the same.
Yeah. But not as good as Like Clockwork. Like Clockwork was very good.
Yeah. Is that what's the one that has a little sister on it? I love that song. Little sister. It's got like a wooden block on it. It came out after out after the album they did with Dave Grohl. Maybe.
Right.
I think.
Which was Songs for the Deaf.
Right? Yep. I think it did. I think it was that follow-up album because they had Rated R, then they had that one, and they had this album called Mysteries, Fairy Tales of the something or whatever.
It was on Lullabies to Paralyze. Right?
It was so close. Fairy Tales of this. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Anyway.
That's a good album. I like that one.
Successfully derailed.
This is a great music episode. Sometimes these happen. There's some gems in the back. If you go back, there's a whole rant about me talking about Fish.
We had a Fish thing.
We covered Grateful Dead somewhere back there too.
We've done them all.
None of these bands I like. All right, so then Zombie in the Vent, he like crawls close and he's like, "Rawr, rawr." And then we get our title card. Day of the Dead, Bloodline.
And then
While that's going, we get a voiceover being like, "I could stop the virus.
I can stop the virus." And you're like,
can you though?
Can you?
Can you?
Yeah.
And after 20 movies, are you sure?
Yeah, unlikely.
We're not believing it. We're not buying this.
Yeah, there's no money in that.
There's no money in stopping the virus.
That's right.
And then we got our post title card moment. Cut to a little girl in the bunker hallway, which is always scary. Girl in the hallway. Little girl in the hallway is always scary. And she's like, "Mom." And then I think it's the lady that was worried about neck wound earlier. She's like, she just does a jump scare turnaround. I was like, "Ah."
She's a zombie.
It's the classic zombie scream / whatever. And then she does like the running after the camera thing. So she's probably chasing the kid and killing it.
You hate to see it.
This movie's also brought to you. So then there's the credits at the end, like, hey, directed by Ellis. And then Millennium Media. We've done movies from them.
Friend of the pod, yeah.
Yeah. We'll figure that out for part 1.
Huh. For sure. We won't.
No.
Listeners. But maybe.
Time to prognosticate with Jared and Ramos.
I think so. You had some ideas, you said.
I've got so many. My brain is going to explode right now.
Let it rip, dude.
All right. Off the bat. The special zombie has got to be your dad. It is called Day of the Dead Bloodline, right?
I thought it was like ex-boyfriend because he looks her age.
He doesn't. He looks older and creepier.
You think so?
And if she's dating that,
looks creepy.
If she's dating that guy, like, yeah. I know it's a zombie apocalypse and you've only got so many choices, but Jesus.
Yeah, he's kind of like a Patrick Bateman character.
I also love that we're prognosticating about a movie that, if this is a shot-for-shot remake of a movie that came out back in the 80s, and we're prognosticating about it, I'm curious to see how we do.
Me too. I haven't seen that one.
No. I
haven't seen a George Romero movie since
Night of the Living Dead, Day of the Dead.
I was going to say, which of the dead did I stop with?
I don't know. It's you can't know. It's like listening to Red Hot Chili Peppers. When did I stop? Well, actually, I know. Californication. I know.
They're all kind of the same.
Yeah, before 1999. All right, so I think that's her father, right? We get the bloodline thing going on.
Or boyfriend. Father, boyfriend.
Yeah. Well, okay. Yeah, I mean, maybe we're in the South. Who knows? No offense to our Southern listeners, but that's what happens.
Nope. A bunch of those too. Good work. You're really hitting out of the park today.
Just going with facts. So I think it's her father. But that doesn't explain the villainous little thing. Oh, I got it. Okay. So I think that her father was trying to, maybe originally he was like a scientist who was trying to save, but also harness the power of the zombies into like a military kind of like weapon. Yep. And she was like, she picked up the research after he tried it on himself. And he's like, oh, I can be zombie plus human and become, have a little extra, I can, do something extra.
Okay. So it's like Resident Evil.
Yeah. Resident Evil meets Alien, Hulk, Alien / Hulk. Like the company's trying to take the, and
daddy issues.
The whole thing's all covered there. And she picks up the research. And I think that I think she's actually the villain. And I think the throw off here is that our military bro here, who everyone's like, he's clearly the villain. I think he's actually he's the one who's got the voice of reason here. He's the one who's like, but it comes off as being, she's looking for a cure, but I think she's actually looking to finish her father's research to turn the zombies into military grade weapons. Which doesn't make any sense because you wouldn't need that because apparently the whole world is maybe under zombie rule. Right.
No, that tracks.
Kind of.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's like Last of Us where there's outposts where there aren't zombies, but there's a lot of zombies. Right?
she's definitely trying to just save her father, and that's it. And she's so blindsided by everything else. Like she's
I buy that. That's a good prognostication. I was thinking that they kind of end it with like all of a sudden she like wakes up in a bar with Neil Patrick Harris and Josh Radnor and Kobe Schmulders and she's like, and that's how I met your father.
Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's so then what you're saying is these
erases the whole George Romero's entire timeline.
It's gone. So it's almost like a Planet of the Apes type situation where like this has actually happened before this civilization of like mankind.
That's right.
Yeah.
But I like your idea better.
No, I think there's a mashup maybe there. Maybe there's a mashup. Maybe, but okay.
New York, huh?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
To be young and in shorts.
Right. The Big Apple, right? Am I right? You can't take a bite out of it. Okay. All right. Yeah. I think this is pretty good.
Yeah. Can't wait.
There might be like a little mashup there. But
this movie's gonna be horrible.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be really bad. Do we have a runtime in this thing?
90 minutes, thank God.
90 minutes even?
Yeah, nice and short.
That means it's like an hour and 25 minutes with credits.
At most.
Unless they really squeeze us out of like, screen time. And
I mean, there's a chance.
There's gonna be a post-credit scene, right?
No. No.
Yeah.
Don't.
See, at first I thought they were throwing us off at the end of the trailer with the mommy thing and like trying to blend in, like maybe us thinking that that's our hero's daughter. That doesn't make any sense. No, that's not happening. That doesn't make any sense. Yeah. No. But I think you're right, and this turns into I
think it's the boyfriend. I think it's a How I Met Your Father situation.
Or she could just be telling another character, be like, "This is how I met your father," because that person's father
is my father.
Yeah. It's not like a How I Met Your Father. She's telling a story to the kids. She's telling a story to her friends, being like, "This is how I met your father."
Yeah. No, it makes perfect sense.
And then I had to kill him.
I mean, you got to do what you got to do. Listeners, don't murder anyone.
That's right. But yeah, don't do that. Okay, cool. Well, is that it? I think we nailed it, right?
I think we nailed it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks for listening. We'll be back next week with a full breakdown of Day of the Dead Bloodline.
Mm-hmm.
In the meantime, you can follow us on Instagram. It's This Meets That. Subscribe to us wherever you listen to podcasts and set us to auto download. Be nice, be kind, rewind. And if you like the show, tell a friend.
Or tell your enemies and strangers and write a review on one of the sites that allows you to write reviews about podcasts, like Apple Podcasts or Spotify or Yelp, I bet.
Yeah.
No one's tried yet. Try it.
Do it.
You'll like it.
If you like it, do more of it.
Put a ring on it.
As long as you're not hurting anyone, do more of it. Yeah.
That's right. That's right. That's right. That's a safety tip.
Safety tip.
Or if you don't want to leave a review, you're like afraid of online forums. I get it. Just send us a private email.
Be
it's
anonymous.
So much more private until we read it in Trailer Trash. Right.
Be anonymous about it.
Yeah. Be mostly anonymous about it.
That's the internet.
We won't out you. Tell us you don't want to be outed, and we won't out you.
We're not Tim Allen.
We're not trying to dox anybody. Right. We're not Tim Allen.
Do coke. I don't give a shit.
That's the headline on the website.
I mean,
we're not Tim Allen.
Our tagline.
Yeah. It's Pride Month. Be gay. Do crimes. Don't be Tim Allen.
Should we have like an FBI most wanted page on our website where it's just like these
enemies of the pod.
Enemies of the pod.
Good idea. Good for SEO, probably.
Probably.
Speaking of Google, send us an email. It's justmeetsthat@gmail.com. Or go to the website. Speaking of other things you can Google, Google It's Just Meets That if you want, or just go to itsjustmeetsthat.com and you can check out episodes, almost 300 of them.
Yeah. Podcast that came out in 2016. It's gross. That's a gross use of time.
Yeah. Coming up on our anniversary in October. Before you know it, we'll be 4 years old.
Oh my God.
We've got we've got merch now coming soon. Heavy metal logo T-shirt. That'll be sweet.
Right?
People like that.
It's
I think post on Instagram.
It's the Swedish death metal, I think, stuff where it's like stylized.
I know what you're thinking.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'll try and make it, and you can put it on Instagram, and we'll sell it on the shop.
Let's go.
Go buy it at the shop. Yeah. Or just looking for more information about the show, information about Rush's book Host, which we all like to read. I read it every month personally.
I've got hundreds of readers.
Makes me feel alive.
Yeah.
All of that information, again, it's thismeansthat.com. Please visit. And we love you.